Do you think you communicate well? Maybe it's time to rethink that. Your communication skills might be more limited than you realize. You may consider yourself a good communicator, but when it comes to clearly articulating your ideas, you might find there's still a lot of room for improvement. When it comes to communication, there are three types of people: the arrogant, the foolish, and the student. The arrogant believes they have already mastered the art of communication and sees no reason to invest in improving it. The foolish underestimates the power of communication, neglecting its importance and impact. The student, however, is different. They understand they have much to learn, and instead of ignoring their limitations, they actively seek to overcome them. Among these three, only the student achieves true success. In today's world, effective communication is essential. Your ability to convey ideas with clarity and impact can determine how far you'll go, even if other skills fall short. Powerful communication can make people understand you, respect you, and even follow you with conviction. After all, there is no leadership without high-level communication. If you already embrace the mindset of a student, you've taken the first step. Now it's time to move forward and become an exceptional communicator, and I'm here to guide you through that process. Talking for the sake of talking isn't enough. Many people believe that simply talking will get the job done. But the truth is, talking without purpose or skill won't take you far. On the other hand, intentional, clear, and strategic communication can completely change the game. That's why I want to share with you practical ways to improve your communication. Let's start with the most important one. Think before you speak. The importance of thinking before you speak. Many people share their thoughts automatically, without reflection, as if they were talking to themselves. This often happens because we feel a social pressure to respond quickly, even when it's unnecessary. This pressure, while it may feel real, is something we create in our minds. You don't have to answer every question immediately. Picture this. Someone asks you a question, and you feel an urgent need to respond right away. But here's the secret. Take a moment to think before you speak. Even a brief pause can make all the difference between a productive conversation and a misstep. It prevents you from saying something you might regret. Plus, the more you practice these pauses, the more natural and shorter they become. At first, it may feel awkward. You might need extra time to organize your thoughts. But with practice, your mind will begin to process information more quickly and efficiently. The result? Your ideas will flow with clarity and impact, while the thought processes of others may seem slower by comparison. This is why, in debates or podcasts, some people appear to deliver sharp, impactful answers with ease. It's not innate talent. It's not because they've memorized perfect responses. It's because they've developed the habit of thinking before they speak. And it all starts with one simple decision: choosing your words carefully. Want to become more influential? Learn to listen. One of the most underrated secrets of great communication is the ability to listen. Truly listening isn't a passive act. It requires as much skill as speaking effectively. But why is listening so important? Because deep down, people love talking about themselves. When you give them that space, they start associating the positive feelings from the conversation with you. This is the true formula for influencing people. How to become a good listener. Here are some practical tips to transform your listening skills. Don't interrupt. Interrupting is frustrating and gives the impression that you don't value what the other person is saying. Let them finish before you respond. Pay attention to nonverbal cues. Communication goes far beyond words. Facial expressions, gestures, and tone of voice can reveal just as much, if not more, than the words themselves. Listen without judgment. Avoid reacting emotionally or jumping to conclusions. Allow the person to finish speaking before forming your response. Don't impose solutions. Instead of telling someone what they should do, ask questions or offer suggestions. This approach shows respect and encourages the other person's autonomy. These simple steps can revolutionize the way you communicate and interact with others. Be concise and direct. Many people talk too much but say very little. This not only weakens the impact of their message, but also loses the attention of their audience. Learn to be concise. Eliminate unnecessary words. Don't use 10 words when 2 or 3 will do. A direct message is always more memorable. Remember, messages that are overly repetitive tend to be forgotten, while clear and focused communication sticks in people's minds. 1. Read more. Reading is one of the most effective ways to become more articulate. When you read, you expand your vocabulary, discover new ways to express yourself, and learn to use words in a more dynamic and flexible manner. A well-developed vocabulary allows you to craft more convincing and impactful sentences. But what should you read? Anything. It could be a self-help book, fictional stories, business material, or even articles about topics you enjoy. The key is to build the habit. Dedicate at least 15 minutes a day to reading. And whenever you come across a word you don't know, look up its meaning. This simple habit not only enhances your communication skills, but also makes you smarter and more confident in expressing yourself. 2. Output. Write more. Putting your thoughts on paper is another powerful way to enhance your communication skills. Writing helps you organize your ideas, sharpen your mental clarity, and learn how to play with words. This practice doesn't have to be complicated. Start with something simple, like writing about your goals, dreams, or even random thoughts that come to mind. The subject doesn't matter. What truly makes a difference is the act of transforming your ideas into words. Just like reading, writing doesn't have to take up a lot of your time. Dedicate 15 minutes a day, or even just a few days a week. This simple habit will have a direct impact on your speaking skills because it teaches you to structure your ideas clearly and effectively. The art of writing and the power of authenticity. Writing, in addition to improving your communication, also brings you closer to your authenticity. Why? Because when you write, you delve into your own experiences and perspectives, which is essential for connecting with people on a genuine level. And here's the most important tip of all: be authentic. The importance of authenticity. When it comes to communication, authenticity is what separates a superficial interaction from a real connection. Don't try to imitate someone else or force yourself to be someone you're not. That can come across as fake, and people will notice. Instead, focus on being the best version of yourself. Use your own experiences, ideas, and perspectives to enrich your conversations. This not only helps to create genuine connections, but also builds trust. Trust is the foundation of effective communication. Let your personality shine through in your words. When you speak in alignment with who you truly are, your messages hold transformational power. Conclusion: start now. Don't wait to improve your communication. Read, write, practice, and most importantly, be yourself. The combination of these simple practices, along with authenticity, will make you a confident, articulate, and impactful communicator.